What's up? What's up? It's your boy Sneaky Q Mop Magazine. With our spotlight, I got a special guest right next to me. I mean, the woman that does everything, Miss Jasmin Cadavid.
You must have thought I was one of them dumb hoes. You must have thought I don't check when you come home. Maybe I should have never treated you like a king. Cause now I gotta tear down your castle. I know you cheated, so don't bother calling, boy. You've been deleted.
Did I say that correct?
Cadavid, yes,
Cadavid.
Jasmin Cadavid.
All right, now say
We
it
like
the
to
way say it the way everybody else knows
We
it.
just keep it calm and simple. Jasmin Cadavid. That's how y'all know me. How you doing?
All right, welcome to the couch. Welcome, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's jump into it. You're not shy to the camera scene, to everything you got going on. So give a brief introduction on who's Jasmin Cadavid.
So Jasmin Cadavid, I am originally from Miami. I'm half Colombian, half Guatemalan. I am a model. I'm an artist. I just dropped my new single, Float. I am the owner of Jazzy Rolling Papers. It's an all-organic, non-cancerous glue paper. I got the first pink paper. It's FDA-approved coloring.
Okay.
And I also am the only woman in the game right now who has her own strand. I have Jazzy Kush and Banana Moon Rocks, which is a collaboration with Dr. Zodiac and Corrupt.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see everybody looking.
I ran out of breath.
That was a mouthful. All right, so let's get into the music now. You got this new song out and video, Float.
Yeah.
Dope. Where'd you guys shoot that?
We shot the video in Miami, and it's crazy because the first shoot was 2 days.
Okay.
We lost the footage, and
Oh, man.
a week or two prior before release date, I had to reshoot everything all in one day. But I was really happy. It came out really good.
Dope. All right, now, music has music been something that you've always wanted to do? Because you started out, music videos and doing a bunch of different things within the industry, but music was something that kind of came, I would say, like on the back end now in your career after you've done some of those things. But has it been something that's always been on the forefront, but you just had to kind of work and maneuver your way in the game?
Yeah, I know, for a lot of people, that have watched me and stuff, it's been a surprise. Nobody really knew that I had different talents and stuff. But actually, I was raised, my stepdad, he was a drummer in a band.
Okay.
He was a rock and stuff. So I was always inclined towards music. I was sang in church and stuff. But I never really had the chance where I could really take it serious. And, I've been stable with my life about the past 2 years, and I finally said, I could do what I want now. I have stability, and, I have my resources. I already have at least one toe in the door because I got a fan base. People know my name.
That's what's up. So who's some of your musical influences? You talked about your stepdad being a drummer. Who are some of the musical influences and people that have, I guess,
Influence?
Yeah, influenced you.
Yeah. Well, I listen to a lot of old school R&B, but growing up I listened a lot to Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston.
Okay.
I was a huge fan of Lauryn Hill, Avant. Even Spanish-wise, Selena was a big influence for me. I think I cried. I was maybe 6 years old when she died, but I cried. I was Selena. But even Aretha Franklin. My mom, she loved Aretha Franklin. Some rock influence. I used to listen a lot to Metallica, Nirvana. Okay. So it's a wide range.
You didn't mention Jennifer Lopez.
I love Jennifer Lopez, her whole entity. I wasn't raised to her music, but
Gotcha.
I love everything she does.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so summer, a few weeks out before the summer. What are some of your plans musically as far as your brand and everything?
So right now I'm really, I'm pretty much going around. I'm promoting everything that I've got going on. I also am filming the new Fear Factor with Ludacris.
I seen that. Dope.
So I'll be filming
when
that in LA.
When you start filming?
June.
June, okay.
We were supposed to do May, but everything got pushed back. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
We changed dates or whatever. So June we're gonna be shooting that, and I'm going around basically pushing everything. I'll be in every city. I'll be in New York. I'll be back in Miami, Atlanta, Houston.
That's what's up.
I know I gotta make it out to Chicago. I got a lot of fans in Chicago.
That's what's up. Yeah, you got to touch every place where you got some type of buzz because people gonna want to see you. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna hold meet and greets, or how do you plan to do that as far as performing and things like that?
So what I have been doing, what works for me with my industry between the medicinal marijuana and stuff, I've been doing a lot of chief and greets. So I just did on the day that I released Float, I had a very nice performance and show out in LA. It was the Red Eye Fest, which was on 420.
Okay.
And that was awesome because it was like my first, film performance, and I wasn't expecting so many people like that really like showed up for me. So like when they called me on, the crowd came up and they were excited to see me. And me, I just
like
love
overwhelming, and it's.
I love being in front of the camera, so it comes naturally to me because I like being in front of the camera. I like working the stage and stuff, so it was really fun. I got a lot of really good feedback. As far as for the future, wherever I go, I'm definitely gonna put on a show.
That's what's up. So what's the typical day like for Jasmin? Like away from the camera, what's usually like your routine? I know you got like a daily routine,
So,
working out or something like that.
I feel like every day in my life is just, overbooked and double booked. I feel like when I'm not
That's a good thing.
working, yeah, it's a good, because I feel like when I'm not working, that I'm not with anxiety, like I gotta do this. I feel like I'm not doing anything. So like I try to keep myself as busy as possible. A normal day, I'll wake up and I'm immediately on the phone, emails, phone calls and stuff. If I have, a shoot or some type of meeting, studio, a lot of the times things will coincide with one another. So for instance, like today I have an interview, shoot, I'm gonna go to the studio later on, meet with some people, and it's gonna be like that for the rest of the week. But I generally try to keep all my time like consumed.
Just consume so
Yeah.
you can just stay busy and kind of be productive.
I like it though. Like it's when I'm not doing something that I feel like I should be doing more.
Gotcha. All right, so now you talked about the single. We all talked about the single. I know a project may be coming soon too with that.
I'm be working all year right now. I am working very hard right now, meeting with different producers, just getting the whole team aboard, different cities and stuff. So 2017 in the beginning, definitely you'll accept the project.
All right, now the Fear Factor. Now we can't just throw that on the back too. Now you're gonna be doing the Fear Factor in June. Hosted by Luda. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I'm really excited because I really didn't sign up for that.
I was about to say, how did that come
when they got to me and was like, hey, would you do Fear Factor? I was like, oh yeah, I used to love that show. I would love to do that. I always said I would do it, but I was just joking when he said it. So he's like, oh, all right, cool. So we got you booked, and this now we're gonna do this. I was like, what? So it was kind of came left field, but I'm excited for it because I always loved the show, and I'm a competitor. That's why I like competing.
Gotcha.
So I'm excited. I'm not afraid of foods and nasty things like that or animals. So that's gonna be cool.
So if they tell you to eat stuff that the normal person won't eat, are you gonna eat it?
Probably, if I got to, yeah.
Like I've seen the worms and the. You plan on eating that?
I naturally don't have a problem with
I
that.
don't think you're gonna do it.
All right, we're just gonna have to stay tuned and see for yourself.
You heard us. Stay tuned.
when it
Fear Factor.
airs on TV.
Gotcha. All right, so what else we got? Because you like you said, you do a bunch of things, movies and things. You're really trying to get your acting.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some of the things too that you may have coming up as far as like roles in different films, short films, reality shows. What are some of the things you got maybe working on?
So right now I'm working on a series with some people. Now I just did a stage play in Miami. It was called Running Out of Love.
Okay.
So it was getting my feet wet. I didn't have a lot of time to really do a lot of rehearsals. A lot of it was very freestyling, but I read the script and I studied a lot for it. So when it was game time, we knocked it out the park. And now we're working on something called Trickin'. It's coming up, and I also have another script that he wrote for me. It's about a singer who's in the streets, like hustling, trying to make it just like everybody else, and she goes through a lot. Like it's very hard for her in the beginning. Her manager is her boyfriend, her significant other.
Okay.
And she was just crazy all over her head. She missed a couple dates, maybe slept too fast, and he just got tired of her not being consistent, and he dropped her. So after he drops her, she ends up, getting connected with more people because this was her passion. This is what she loved to do. She got connected with some other people, and they told the group of people, listen, a writer, this girl, she's very talented, but do not flirt with her. I know how you are. You're laughing because it's real life. Stuff happens like this. Like, don't flirt with her. I already know how you are. So
don't mix business with pleasure.
Yeah, exactly. So they end up meeting, and they end up falling in love, but make crazy music. And just so happens the guy is actually really good friends with her ex-manager. They have a big falling out. So that one's exciting too, because it's like kind of like real life, you know, it's easy.
So how do you balance all of that though, you know, with the music, with the acting, Fear Factor coming up and all those things? So how do you plan, or what are like some of the things you have in place to make sure that you're on top of everything every single day?
I think a lot of people from the outside see things like this is all this one person, but realistically it's not just me, it's the team that I work with. Like, you can't just win by yourself. You gotta have everybody together, and everybody's gotta feed off of each other, you know?
Definitely.
You're only as strong as the weakest player on your team. So I think that I managed to get this far and get all these things done because of everybody else and us being able to work together, you know?
Gotcha. All right, so you are going to be out here for a week. This is the first stop, and all the things you have to do. What are some of the things, you know, like when people come to Atlanta who do music, they're trying to link up with producers, songwriters, other artists to kind of like, because this is like the Mecca. What are some of the plans that you have in place for this week, you know, as far as work is concerned? Like,
for music-wise, I have set up with Blanco the Ear.
Okay.
He is, you know, one of Ronnie Morris. Ronnie Morris
Yeah,
is
yeah,
out of
yeah.
Boys to Men, which is my vocal
voice coach, yeah.
So he linked me up with them. I'm gonna have got a couple days set up in the studio with him. We're gonna work on a nice R&B record.
That's what's
I'm
up.
excited for that because I mean, the way the work is crazy. It's just amazing. And then Sonero, he's one of Fab's producers. I'm gonna set up a day with him as well.
So,
You know.
all right. I'm glad you said that, because that was one of the things I wanted to talk about. Wanye is now Wanye, I would say probably the best vocals, some of the best vocals of all time, male wise.
Legend.
Yeah, legend. How was it, you know, to link up, to kind of like, you know, pick his brain, you know, get some of his teachers and stuff? How was that, and how did that happen?
So Wanye, he's the whole Boyz II Men, they've got residency out in Las Vegas, and that's where I'm based with my rolling papers and everything.
Okay.
So we pretty much got linked up out there with people that we each know, and you know, he's seen I was really trying to do my music and I'm focused and everything. So you know, we kind of linked up, and you know, he offered that to me.
That's what's
and,
up.
You know, he believes in me, and he told me that. It's like, you know, I believe in you, I see it, so like I'm gonna help you where I can. So we just started working, and when I'm with him,
Didn't
like,
help you had a pretty face and everything too. That didn't
I mean,
you know,
or a good heart.
a good heart, yeah, you know, both.
But yeah, definitely both. But just being around him is a blessing because I learned so much. Everything that he says, I learn so much every single time. So, like I said, it's a blessing that I do have him in my corner because, I mean, it's not a lot of people that can say that they sit in their room with Ronnie. Like, you know, I get to watch and I get to see how he works, and it's like I'm learning from the best of the best.
Can he still sing like that?
What? Man, can he carry a tune? Wow.
That's what's up. All right, so before we get you out of here, I want you to drop all your social media, where they can find you, where they can check for the music, as well as the new video, and all the things you just want people to get out there.
So like I said, my name's Jasmin Cadavid. We got the new single Float Out. It's available.
Can you say it the way that?
Jasmin Cadavid. Okay. It's your girl
heard it.
Jasmin Cadavid. I got my new single Float available everywhere. The song and the video's out. Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music. It's everywhere. Go check it out. I'm also Jazzy Rolling Papers and Jazzy Kush. You can follow me on social media at JasminCadavid, Jasmin Cadavid. Then you got Jazzy Rolling Papers, JazzyRollingPapers, and Jazzy Kush, JazzyKush.
There you have it. It's your boy Sneaky Q. Beautiful Jasmin Cadavid. Until next time, we out of
Cadavid.
here, man. Peace.
Bye.